Dandelion Princess here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking just a little bit about Nioh: The World Ends With You. The demo for Nioh just dropped, and I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on it so far. So the demo only covers the first 2 days of the game, but for a demo, honestly, I felt like it was a pretty sizable chunk of, gameplay and, time with the game that it really could give you a good idea of what to expect going forward. It gave us a really good idea of some of the characters. Of course, not all of the characters were present. There's a few that have not shown up yet because it's only, of course, the first couple days. But there were quite a few really enjoyable moments with these characters so far, especially Fret, who honestly I'm gonna say is probably my favorite character right now. That may change, by the time the full game is released and we actually, get all the characters and the full story. But definitely, as of right now, Fret is my favorite character. So far, I'm really loving the style of this game. They were able to incorporate the 3D aspect of most modern video games, while still keeping the style of The World Ends With You and the comic-esque way about it. Honestly, there was some really cool imagery, and I feel like they definitely took the comic aspect up a notch for this, which was really cool to see. When the game first got announced and we got the first look at Nioh, I was kind of worried the two different kind of art styles would clash. But I found when I was actually playing the game that it didn't really bother me like I thought it would, which of course is definitely a plus. Looking at the gameplay itself, they really did have to change up quite a bit from the original game. This was definitely to be expected from what the original game is. It just can't really transfer over to like something for PS4. That's why we never got, a remake of The World Ends With You for PS4. And even with the remake that they have for Switch, which I have and played, they still had to sit there and change up some of the tactics just to make it work for the Switch. The World Ends With You was a really unique game as far as gameplay, and it's really cool, but when you have that kind of thing, it can be hard to transition it over into other types of consoles. The World Ends With You was clearly made specifically for the DS. That's just a fact, and there's no changing that. So when looking at the sequel, it only makes sense that they had to change a lot about it, but I actually did really enjoy it, and the gameplay actually does feel really good to me actually. I love the way you switch between characters, and I think that having each pin assigned to its own button was really smart. But the gameplay also does feel unique still, like The World Ends With You. It's just unique in a different way than the original game was, which is really good. I would have hated for them to kind of ditch the whole pin mechanic or do something like that to make it more like other games. Just from the demo, I can also tell that you're going to have to be pretty strategic in certain battles as to what pins you use and who gets them and so on. The only thing that I kind of thought was odd about the demo is that they literally gave you no way to heal. In The World Ends With You, they gave you specific pins that could kind of heal you, and you got your first one very early on in the game. I think it was honestly like the second or third pin that they gave you. Now, I'm sure there is going to be methods of healing in this game. It was just a little weird that we don't get it. I'm almost thinking that it probably has something to do with the other member that we're supposed to get in our party that has not shown up yet. I'm thinking she probably comes literally on the third day, which would be right where the demo ends. Otherwise, I just can't really see why they didn't give us a way to heal yet. I just kind of raised my eyebrows at it, that's all. So I really love the music from the original World Ends With You. I feel like it has very sort of unique music, and it is just very catchy, and I feel like anyone who is a fan of World Ends With You can agree that, you know, the music is a very standout feature about the game. So I was really happy to see that that is still gonna be the case with this sequel. The new soundtrack so far, from what I've heard, is just amazing. It doesn't feel out of place or, you know, different, like it should be in a different type of game. Like, it still feels very The World Ends With You. Overall, I was super happy with this demo. I was already really excited for Nioh, but now I really can't wait to play this game in its entirety. If you guys haven't played the demo, or if you kinda weren't sure about this game, if you wanted to get it or not, I would definitely check out the demo, because I feel like it is a perfect example of what to expect from the game. At this point, I have played the demo both on my PS4 and my Switch, and honestly, I like both ways, but I'm probably going to get the game for the PS4. But let me know down in the comments, what did you think of this demo if you've played it? What are you most excited about for when the entire game drops? And are you going to get the game for PS4 or the Switch? I will definitely be talking more about this game once it is actually fully released. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.